Hey, travel day. I'm supposed to be flying out of Phoenix in about 4 hours. This morning was finally planned. 500 hours worth of riding done this year, and today was day one to start off. But before that happened, car trouble. So running around trying to get the car fixed with me knowing absolutely hardly anything about cars. It looks like it's a battery or something, but yeah, I just thought I'd bring you in early. So trying to get car stuff situated. Riding's been thrown out of the window, which is a good sign, because if you commit to start riding and you have all these other things coming up, trying to block your time, trying to take away that sacred riding time, that's a good sign you're going to have a good script coming out. So at least that's how I'm keeping positive with things going on. Just headed in now to AutoZone, they're having a battery tested, and eventually hope to get a couple of things done and then find my way to the airport and kick off a trip back to Northern California. Well, the riding nemesis monster, anti-riding nemesis monster, whatever, won today. May get a little bit of some riding on the plane, so I'll still try to pound out 2 hours today, but so far he's winning. Maybe she's winning. I don't know who that anti-riding nemesis monster is. So all right, so just about ready to leave for the airport, just here in my little 8x10 office, and I thought I'd quickly show you what I, as a producer's backpack, throws, what I throw into my bag, travel bag, my carry-on that I take on the flight. I like having this nomadic backpack. Has a couple of different layers, all kinds of some high-tech stuff. Just kind of a standard backpack, nice. I like it because it can break out into like a bigger bag. I have a zipper that allows it to be a little bit bigger, so traveling, that's the mode I keep it in. I always have a nice, kind of my security pillow, little feather pillow. Not from any of the feathers from my chickens, but from the past, that usually goes on the bottom of my bag inside. I have an iPad. I have a few downloaded movies I'm trying to get caught up on that I need to watch. Just Amazon Prime stuff. I think there's some Living Scriptures videos as well. Next script that I'm working on, that's one of the things I've got to go through and revise. Always a couple of notepads, because I'm such an analog guy. Trying to at least have like 25 so pages to get through in case I get there. A little assortment of snacks. Watch, try to do some exercise. These are shocks. I love those. Just a little ditty bag with my computer cables. The laptop has the touch the water film on it. Also has, I always take a couple of Blu-ray discs with me in case we need to do that. And then I have in here too just a little hard drive that has the file in case I need to drop it on a laptop at the location. It's a PC issue or something. So taking some edits I need to do. A little edit, I can go here, DaVinci Resolve, downloaded it, which is great. The studio version. Laptop's a great thing to have. I love journal. This is a great little cheap, one of the cheapest ones I can find that's pretty solid. $7 or $8 if you buy like 20 of them. Gift from Sea Alaska, up at AFN. I went to up in Anchorage. I always try to keep a little jacket, cool on the, and a little warmer on the plane, or sometimes I'm getting in areas where it's coming out of Phoenix, hot, and then I'm getting somewhere where it's quite cold, so at least a little jacket to keep me in survival mode, so I can pull out my bigger coat out of my bigger bag that I take. It's also carry-on. I try to keep everything that's in this bag available to me on the flight, under my chair. Nabby, shout out to Gina Marie Scarpa. In native country, going around different places all over the US, a lot of people recognize Nabby, so sometimes it's a conversation starter as well. A few things to read, got scriptures, I got Alone in a Room, newest screenwriting book that I'm trying to get through, although it's, I think 2005, and produced by magazine, some updated stuff. So this is also a fun little pocket right here, real small. Glasses, since getting older. I have some just essential oils. A few little snacks, earplugs, mask needed, chapstick, a few pins. Oh, I need to find another pin just in case. Can't run out of pins. That's real quick of what I take. One thing I've learned, I used to just take an empty like plastic water bottle, but this is a perfect size, fits right here, nice in my bag pocket. And this is fun, just fill it up at the airport and then you don't have to spend $42 on a water bottle at the airport. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Oh, it is about 17 pounds. Meet Lily. This is our big Lily. She's taking me to the airport. Finally taking off. Well, I've landed in LA for about 40 minutes. Luckily we made it, and now last flight to Eureka. It was kind of fun riding in on a plane to LA with reading a script, and then I realized like, oh yeah, you're supposed to be reading scripts here. So anyway, it's kind of funny, even though mine's such a small indie film. I was just wondering if everyone getting off the plane in LA were all filmmakers, some big producers and stuff. But we'll see. Almost there. Supposed to be out there at 6:30. This airport looks so familiar. Back in Arcata, Eureka Airport. Just landed from LA. It's dark, doesn't feel as cool, but maybe it's because I got a big jacket on. And grabbing a rental and then heading a little under 2-hour drive to Smith River, staying at the Lucky 7 Casino. And then all day tomorrow is going to be film screenings, Touch the Water, Deja Vu. No, this will be fun. I've never been to Smith River, so excited to see what it looks like with the Tolowa Dee-Ni community, and we'll go from there. It's like right on the border from what I'm looking at a map. I got a sweet blue Nissan, something or other, he said. It's another car to me. Smoked oysters going. I had to buy 3 bags of Doritos, otherwise it was like $7 a bag, or I could get 3 for like $7.50. Found a Safeway about 20 miles out from where I'm headed, so I thought I better stock up, grab a few things, get some of the normals. Just landed and checked in the room. Now hopefully we'll go find some food, and had a nice surprise come in my room. There's a pile of snacks over here. Raspberry is my favorite. Probably not gonna stay up too late tonight. It's time for bed, been traveling for quite a while, and then go screen the film a couple times tomorrow. Good night. Headed to the community center now to test the screening, and then we'll get rolling with the first screening at 1 p.m. with the elders. It's beautiful here. The ocean, haven't even seen it yet from the, oh yeah, the ocean's right here. It's so close, it's right on the edge. This is awesome.
Well, that's why I watch television and eat bonbons.
Just pushed play for the elder screening. Probably about 15 people are inside watching it, and I'm a couple hundred yards away checking out the beach. What a beautiful place. Just the smells and green and very beautiful area. I know I keep saying that on lots of places I go to, but it's true. So live in a beautiful world. Hoping all the elders enjoy the film right now. Come back later tonight. We have a 6 p.m. screening, and that's open to the community. But yeah, it's been fun. I haven't traveled too far today, within probably, I mean, the lodge is just right over here, and then it's like 0.2 miles, so all within a half mile. This is our kickoff screening for Touch the Water, and what a beautiful place to start it for 2025. And finding some interesting little creatures. Found I don't know, it was a Loch Ness monster or something, or a slug, or what exactly this thing was. I didn't touch it, but lots of unique, beautiful things. I was standing and talking with Jama this morning when I arrived to start setting up the equipment, and she was talking, and I was looking around, and I looked out the window, through the window, and this was the view of this rock right behind me, and I totally her voice faded out, and all I could see was out the windows and seeing this area. Still holding back. I just want to run down and play in and around the ocean, and just to take some of this beautiful area in. I think I'm about 2 or 3 hours north of Bear River. It's fun because I could follow if I got lost and needed to go to Bear River, I could follow the ocean all the way down. Wow, California is such a big state, and I love that there's so many tribal nations in California, and so this is a fun being here in a new visiting, sharing with the Tolowa Dee-Ni, Smith River tribe. One of my new friends that I made here, his name's Mel, one of the elders. He had lots of fun stories, but he was telling me Return of the Jedi, some of the stuff that, when they're in Endora, and they land on Endora, when they're flying through the trees and running around where all the Ewoks are and all the big wood and stuff they're jumping around. It's just a few miles, I guess, up Smith River here in this area. So that's kind of fun. Some of Star Wars shot here. Beautiful. And now I want to go back and watch those movies just to see the Ewoks hiding under the trees and things. But that, and then I guess the first Last of the Mohicans film, some of us shot out here. So, and then hopefully we can get a Holt Hamilton production shot here too. Probably get tired of me saying that everywhere I go. I want to see if we can shoot a movie there. Well, I was just told how to find my way to the beach. Bunch of property along here with some nice big houses, but found a little walkway to go look at the ocean. And one of my friends was saying, when you get down here, be careful of king tides and rip tides and stuff. And I had to ask her if she was like joking to scare me, because we were laughing and such, and she's like, oh no, I'm being really serious. You have to be careful with rip tides and king tides, and I guess it's kind of the season. And so I was like, oh, okay, good to know. She's like, don't turn your back to the ocean. Don't turn your back to the sea. And so it's still such a new experience for me to be next to such a big body of water. Beautiful. I'm gonna go play around on the beach for a little bit and then go back to final screening at, we have a 6 p.m. screening for the community.
Do you know how old I am, son?
I always think of like those credits go on for a long time. This is even a small little independent film, but all the people that come together, that collaboration, that bring their own backgrounds, our own experience, our own heart and feeling and love, and all those things come together. So it's a group effort to get something like with any film project. I appreciate. Thank you for what you do. That sounds very important.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How did you
figure out the characters to go along with this person that was trying to get to the ocean. Those characters were phenomenal, and I agree with Amanda that your detail was fantastic. And I was in tears, and I was smiling, I was laughing. You had a lot, but the characters that you had, how did you come up with that?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think it's just I try to grab the humanness of life. I know sometimes we get, well, we can't do this because we're in a different country, or this or this, all these different reasons of separation. I'm like, well, what is it that connects us as people? What's that humanness that we share that brings us together, that we forget differences, and so I think that's like the driving force that I try to reach. I think there's lots of thought, lots of prayer, lots of relying on finding the right actors, finding the right people, having the right team. Just all of those things play into that. And some of it I think is just fun. Like Ruby, that was her first movie.
Oh, really?
She danced on Broadway since she was like young. Out in, I think, New York or wherever Broadway is at. Out here, I don't know. For me, that's something I reflect with the film and with Daisy, of her taking those steps, like how determined she was, and just walking step. She's gonna walk to the ocean.
Yeah.
You did a really good job of making a person watching that feel so many different emotions. I mean, there was laughter, there was happiness, there was sadness. I shed some tears. I just thought, I loved the way you ran the gamut. That's the human experience to begin with. So to achieve that in your film, good on you.
Thank you. Well, that's acting, that's editing, and the power of the score, power of the music that helps us, like tells us what we should be feeling in a subconscious way.
Well, I'm a writer as well, and so can you talk a little bit more about the script writing that you did for this, the process of that?